Hey, welcome back to another video. So today we're going to talk about my first manga collection and my favorite movie. And the movie that I absolutely love, my first manga on which the movie is actually based, is Koe no Katachi. It's called A Silent Voice in English. And I bought all of the 7 volumes of the manga. I absolutely loved this series. The characters are so interesting, and you just feel bad for each and every one of them. And I love emotional stories. And I read this complete series of manga, like 1400 pages, I think it was. So 1400 pages in 2 days. And I had my exams going on. That's why it took me 2 days. Otherwise I would have finished it in 1 day. So I waited for the movie to come out for like a year or so. I was pretty late to the pool of people who had started reading the manga. So a year before the movie came out, I read the whole manga. I knew the complete story. After that, I watched the movie. Before watching the movie, I was so damn excited that I made myself a complete plate of instant noodles to go along with the movie because I didn't have any popcorn. So I made this complete bowl, a huge plate of noodles, and I ate the whole plate during the movie while I was on the verge of crying. And yeah, even while reading the manga, I was like so I felt so emotional at that time that I was about to cry, and I really wanted to cry, because when a story makes you cry, then you know that that's the story that you're like really affected by. It's a really moving story. Even though if you've not read the manga, watching the movie would be kind of boring. I understand why it could be boring, because you don't know the characters, and the movie doesn't really do the best job at explaining who the characters are, their personalities and everything. But the manga is absolutely amazing. You guys, please read the manga, and it's absolutely mind-blowing. I won't give away the ending, but the ending is pretty disappointing. Yeah. So this is my favorite manga and movie. So I've only bought 2 mangas in my life until now, but I really want to make a manga collection. I don't really read a whole lot of manga because sometimes when it starts out really boring, I just lose all interest and I just give up on reading it. But Koi no Gatachi just kept me going. I just couldn't get off of that manga. So the next manga that I'm going to talk about is Byosoku 5 centimeter. Go centimeter. 5 is go in Japanese, so yeah, 5 centimeters per second. I actually haven't read it, the whole manga. I just read the first few chapters, and it was really a very typical love story between 2 kids that met in childhood, and it didn't really compel me, so I just kept it. And it's been like 1 year since I bought it, and I still haven't read it. I took it to college like for a week, hoping that I could read it in a lecture, but no. Even the lecture was more interesting than manga. So this manga is gonna be on the back burner for a long time. But coming back to Koi no Katachi, A Silent Voice, that's the title in English. Koi no Katachi, the shape of voice. I guess it's koi. Koi is sound, and no is of, and katachi is shape. So it's actually the shape of voice. But whatever. The artist, Yoshitoki Oima, she did an absolutely brilliant job of portraying how the characters are. And just look at the art. Look at the artwork. It's completely like I'm absolutely speechless. This is so damn good. Maybe I'm a little too impressed because it's my first manga, but the backgrounds and even the art in the movies was just so absolutely amazing. And yeah, because because this movie and the manga dealt with bullying and getting over bullying and the relationship between the bully and the bullied. I was really interested because I don't know why, but bullying kind of makes things interesting. That sounds really bad. But the thing is that I really like stories which include bullying and the victims of bullying and and seeing how the victims experienced the bullying because of course the bully is just a big idiot, just like the main character in Koi no Katachi. The main character in the black t-shirt in this picture, that's the bully, and the girl is the one who's the victim. I actually didn't cry while reading the manga or the movie, but during I don't know which video I was watching, but I was watching a video on YouTube, and it was explaining the ending of the movie, I guess. But during that, the way that guy just phrased everything and the way that he explained what the characters was thinking, the river of tears just started flowing. I just couldn't stop. And that's when you know that the story is really freaking good. So that's it for this video. See you next time.